Hello there. Oh, you're all. Oh yeah, Jen. Yeah, not Jen. Kara. Thank you very much for the sub again, for the second month now. Yes, I'm still alive. I am still alive. It just took quite a bit of effort to get everything up here in my room. Took a while. Why are the captions not working? I mean, they should theoretically work. So I do not know where the problem is. Oh wait, I think I know why. Oh yeah. No, they should work. Yep. Yep. Now they do. Yeah. I mean, today it is mainly a test stream in a way. Since I don't know how good and how stable the overall what is it? Yep, just overall how stable the stream will be. And we will just see how it is. Since, at least as far as I know, the internet connection here is not nearly as stable as in my old place. Okay, to be fair, that place also had a gigabit connection, so you can expect it to be stable enough for a stream that only takes 6 megabits. Yeah, I actually uploaded one of the at least the last stream. Hey Stakes, welcome. The last stream I uploaded that to the VOD channel. And as far as I could tell from the upload speed and everything, it was completely stable and about 9 megabits in the upload. I still have a little bit of space there when I stream. It should hopefully everything work well and in the way that it did in the past. So yeah. What even should I say now? Thinking is hard. Especially when I don't have someone to directly talk to. Now comes that it will hopefully go fine. And I'm also planning to definitely stream more regularly now. But I do not know right now, especially with my family, since we have the tendency, I completely forgot that in the message that I tagged in the Discord, that we have the tendency in the summer to eat very late. So it might be the case again that I will stream quite late in the future, but time will tell. It's as simple as that. We will see how it will what we'll get to and everything else. It's also weird to speak English now again, since I haven't talked any. And I will try to not stream too late and too long, since I don't want to disturb my mother and everyone else of my family by being too loud. Okay, to be fair, I'm not really that loud when I speak. But depending on which games I play and everything, I might get a bit frustrated, and that's also a bit loud. Okay, I will mainly get loud when I'm frustrated, okay? Nothing else really. Especially when it's, well, not especially, mainly when it is something that I have no control over. For example, I think it was... I think it was 2 days ago. Yeah, when I played some Overwatch with a friend. It was the case there that the internet went away for maybe a minute or so, and it was a little bit loud since it was in the middle of a ranked game, so I was a bit frustrated, but I was luckily at a point where it wasn't that important, since we just switched the maps now, so it wasn't quite as bad. Especially since we still won the game now, which was very nice. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just seeing that a few frames got dropped, but I do not know when exactly that was. I mean, you can piss me off, but not in a way that I don't have control over it. When I'm getting constantly outplayed, it's rarely that I get really frustrated. It's mainly when an enemy is just constantly diving me and I can't do anything. Then I have the tendency to get a bit more louder and a bit frustrated, but not really that much more. Yeah, it's a mix. And it always depends on how my overall feels and everything, so... I mean, you still have to save your channel points to free yourself, so... Yeah, it might be advised to be a bit more careful. And little bit. I know your plan. No, I won't do that. Unless you do something very stupid and FD10 and piss me off in a way. But apart from that, no, I won't do that. Yeah, who knows? Guys, I know I'm absolutely normal. Definitely a very normal streamer. Okay, to be fair, compared to some other streamers, I'm still quite tame. At least I would say that. It's fun just to triple for the love of the game. I can't. You really don't want to be free, don't you? I really don't want it. I see you how it is. But I can't stop laughing at. Especially not stop smiling. And I do not know why. I mean, that's also the case that when I speak, then I'm not constantly saying any curse words or something. Since it annoys myself quite a lot to hear streamers, especially a lot of the famous and big ones, that they are just constantly swearing. I mean, to be fair, I also did it a little bit when I'm a bit frustrated. but I try to hold myself back a lot. Yeah, that's also the case. I don't like that too, and I also am not the person to do that at all. To just randomly scream or something. And when I get surprised, I don't scream. I just flinch, and yeah, have a more calm reaction to that. Yeah. Yeah, and it's so weird to stream again. I'm not stabbing you. When did I do that? Oh yeah, because of the game that I showed you. Not yet. That's true. I mean, depending on what game we'll play, I might be quite. Why not quite? I might be the person that is more annoying you. Count that as a warning and spoiler for the future. And yeah, might not be the stupidest idea to see it like that. Might be. I mean, it always depends on whether we will play games together in the future or not. Time will tell, essentially. But yeah, I just like, in a way, I just also like being the person that is a bit annoying the other one, but not really a lot. Or like in a same jutsu way, I would say. The music is surprisingly epic for that, while I'm saying that again. Yeah, sometimes you really need to be annoying. But to be fair, it always depends on the situation and everything. When it's insanely frustrating for the other person, then you should stop. But otherwise, when it's funny, I like to do it. Yeah, you have to find a good way to not be constantly annoying, but also not be too chill, to be just way too boring to watch and everything. I think that's the thing. Just have to find a balance in a way. But as always, you just have to see. You just have to do it and see how it goes. That's as simple as that, pretty much. My back is actually quite good. That wasn't the problem at all while moving. The problem was more that my arms and my legs, since I live in the 3rd floor, which is on the top of the house of my parents, and the stairs to my room are quite tight in a way. That way it is quite difficult to get stuff in here in the room. And yeah, I needed to. I mean, in a way, it was exercising, yeah. I mean, my legs and my arms hurt a little bit afterwards, the 2 days afterwards. And I mean, the height isn't that much of a problem, since I have, since the sides of my room are full with stuff. I don't really have even a reason to bend down into the corners. So I mainly just have a fairly small, what is it? Small corridor where I can walk. Yeah. But overall, it's very cozy up here. Since for my bed, it's right behind my my closet. The picture on the left, I can't show it now on stream instantly. But if you guys remember the picture that I sent in the Discord, a bit further up, of my room on the left of the closet is my bed in the corner, which is very cozy in a way. Since it's very tucked away in the corner, and there's a fairly small car door next to my desk where I can walk into it. I mean, I'm actually planning to eventually not get a gaming chair for myself, but a proper office chair, since they are just way better for the overall, for the back, and they are more designed to sit in them for a longer time, which gaming chairs are usually not, really. I mean, there's a reason why I'm not using any of the back cushions or neck cushions for me, since they are just, at least for me, they aren't really comfortable to use. They're more, yeah, I would say just too firm for my body. Oops, excuse me. It's some random cubicle office chair. Yeah, no. I think I'll get myself a proper bigger and tall one. That I bake and everything is supported in a good way. In order for you to run me, you first have to find me. And good luck with that. Yeah. And I'm once again seeing that a few frames got dropped. Love to see it, but yeah, we will see how it goes. I hope everything is a go. I'm actually thinking, I'm actually thinking currently whether it is smarter for me to instead of what I did so far, to download the stream after I did it from Twitch. Instead of doing that, I will, while I stream, I will also, how do you say in English again? I will, hold on. Look up what the name in English is now. For the words that I said. What is it in English? Oh yeah, to record. That was it. While I stream, to simultaneously record everything too. So that way I don't have to download it after I streamed it, and it is also not dependent on the connection that I have to Twitch. That way the VOD afterwards can be completely smooth. I mean, for that I still have to test everything and see how it should be, and see how, at least with the settings, since I haven't changed anything, I still have to upload it. But the thing is that it takes a while. Yeah, it is already a pain, since the last thing that I uploaded. Hold on, let me see how. No, want buy Starlink. No, never. And how big was the last thing that I uploaded? Okay, 12 gigabytes. That's a lot. But that took me about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours of constant uploading to YouTube. I know I don't have a capture card and I don't know how it will affect the performance. I will have to test that beforehand. Since streaming luckily doesn't take that much performance overall, since my GPU has for the encoding a dedicated chip for that, and my CPU only uses about 4% of usage for the overall stream. That's not really a lot. And with the RAM, I have way more than enough with 32 gigabytes. So it should be good enough to record while I also stream. But it's very simple. I just have to test it out, how it is with the performance when I record, and see how it goes. It's as simple as that. But yeah, I didn't have the time so far to do it. But I will do it maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet. We will see when I will have the time, since I'm still not quite finished with moving everything that I have. There's still quite a bit of stuff down in the first floor, complete in the way, and that also still needs to get up here in my room. But for that we will just have to move stuff around, and we will take a few days still. But yeah, that is pretty much it and the current situation for me. And it's weird for me to just monologue for 26 minutes straight. But that's weird to do. At least weird in a way that I'm not used to it. And I'm not used to doing it at all. Since in the past I just instantly jumped to the... yeah, pretty much. Yeah, since in the past I just more or less instantly, I've done maybe not even 5 minutes of talking in the beginning. I just instantly jumped to the game, which is today not the case. Since I don't know whether I will even play a game today, since I'm mainly streaming today to just test it out, how well it works, while everything runs, how it works, how smooth it runs. At least according to the analytics here on OBS, it is. At least according to the analytics, I've dropped a few frames, but I don't know. And if you say it's smooth so far, I'm very happy with it. But I hope it will also be like and stay like that. Especially when my family watches a movie. But I don't think that will actually be that how do I say it? But I don't think it will be that not annoying, that's the wrong word. Disrupting, that's the word that I was looking for. Yeah, it won't hopefully be that disrupting, because I'm just mainly uploading by streaming. They are mainly just downloading when they watch a movie or do something else. So it is, at least in my family, as far as I can tell, the case that mainly everything is just downloaded instead of uploaded, like I'm doing right here when I'm streaming. So it should be hopefully safe in the future, even whenever everyone watches a movie or does something else. I don't know. Like I said, we will see. Yeah, maybe something like that. That it's just a little bit that gets dropped. But overall, it should be overall smooth. Except for when my internet suddenly decides to stop working and decides to don't send any packages back and forth for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, which has happened in the past quite a few times, and I hope it won't be the case this time. I was also fairly careful with the overall connection to my room, since it's quite complicated to get here. Since it's overall through 3 floors, and the router itself is done in the first floor. I have installed a power line, it is called, where the connection is pretty much, how do I say it? And where it pretty much goes through the power cable instead, so that you don't have to route out a separate LAN cable. Yeah. And also didn't want to use Wi-Fi for my PC, since first of all my PC can't. It's actually surprisingly good. In the beginning, I mean, I had it once before I moved away from here for a while. I had it before, but we made a mistake. But by not putting the adapters in a way, or the stuff that you put into the socket, I not putting it directly in the socket, but in one of the extension cables, which is something that you should not do, which I didn't do, or not didn't know when I installed it the first time. And the internet connection through that was very unstable and insanely bad. And now I installed it directly into the socket on both ends, and it is very stable, except for when it just overall decides to stop working for whatever reason. But it is overall very good, since it is also, like, I think that is somehow blommesafi. It's not that complicated. It's seriously not that complicated. It's more or less just plug and play. You just plug it in on both ends. Just take a LAN cable from the router in there, and the LAN cable on the other end out. So it's not that complicated at all to use it. Yeah, and the good thing, since before I switched to the connection now, I before had a how do you say it? The wireless connection to my PC, where I had a more or less a extendable network in a way. I don't know the exact word now. Where the delay of the signal and overall the ping was quite high, And now the good thing is that, first of all, the connection is more stable, and the ping, so the delay, is way less. So now I think I have about a 9 to maybe 20 millisecond delay, whilst with the wireless connection I had I think at least 90 milliseconds, which, especially when I play competitive games or so, can make quite a difference. And yeah, I just wanted to have the fast and reliable connection, especially since I'm used to a very fast and very reliable connection in the past year. So it is a bit weird for me to get back to a very much yeah, just slower connection than before. But at least for streaming it is still enough, I hope. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. But to be fair, in Germany, the internet connection overall is not really that good. Then, I mean, it is overall getting upgraded to fiber now. I'm back from, well, away from a copper connection, which is not nearly as fast. But it takes a long time to get it to everywhere, which is the main problem, pretty much. Since Germany has, I think, how many people live here? I think over 90 million. And to get fiber to every single house takes a while. Like a long while. The only thing that is insanely annoying for me now, and for a few years now, is that in the street here they already have tubes and everything in the street installed. So they mainly just have to they mainly just have to lay the cable down. That's mainly it. And of course, from the overall strain taken into all of the houses, of course. But overall, they mainly just have to lay it down. And what is even more annoying is that a school is not that far away from me, maybe 200 meters or so. And that school has a fiber connection, which is insanely annoying, since it's not that far away. But yet it is. And we still don't have it. I hate it. I hate it so much. But at the end of the day, it's nothing that we can really control in a way. Yeah. No. That's the exact same thing. It's near enough, but also too far away. That's the stupid thing about it. God, I have way too many songs in a playlist. Yeah, probably that will be the case. That we would just randomly get the information that in a week or so they will lay it down and here, please give us money for the connection. That would pretty much be the case. I can see that already. people can send a favorite server shot on everything, yeah. But maybe. I don't know. I mean, it won't be that bad, realistically. But it still will be a bit annoying to not have an internet connection for at least for a little bit, I think. Yeah, I don't know how the procedure is there. So we'll just see when they do it. It's as simple as that. Yeah. If you guys empty for a week. Oh my god. Okay, when it is in a apartment building, then it makes sense, I would say, that they replace the old lines, the old connections, which obviously takes a while to replace. I think that's the main reason why it took so long. At least that would be the only explanation for me. When it is in a house, it is quite a bit different since they only need to dig a small trench to lay the cable into the house and just replace it. It's a way shorter distance and way faster done than when you have to replace it in a whole apartment building, especially depending on the size of the apartment building. It just depends, like so many other things. And what also comes is Earth and Big Corner. Yeah, especially for the week. Especially for the week while they were installing it, that is definitely annoying, yeah. Yeah, I think we definitely get that. But at least as soon as it is there, it should run smooth for you. Theoretically, hopefully. But another thing that's insanely annoying that way is that they, for some reason, prioritized remote areas where less people live. I don't really understand that in a way. Since, at least in my mind, it would make more sense for them to mainly, or at least in the beginning, concentrate to use or to make it in more dense and urban areas, where they can just, at least in the beginning, get way more money since they have, for the shortest distance, just the best, or just a big amount of contracts that they can form. But maybe I'll just sing not the point, I don't know. But maybe they're yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's already the case in Germany that as soon as you are somewhere on a field or so, it's already quite difficult to get a connection. I mean, you get a connection, that is the case, but it's not really a fast one at all, which is, yes, overall annoying. It's as simple as that. It's just annoying. I mean, it works, so that's not the problem. Yeah, that's also the thing. Your internet is very much a big joke, since for some reason, even though they already knew it back then, that fiber is the future, I somehow decided to, instead of install fiber, I installed copper lines. And I do not know why. Probably because of corruption. I hate it. Well, not really corruption, lobbying. And as I call it, modern corruption. I hate it. They just get money for doing bad stuff, which does not make sense. Okay, should stop yapping about politics and stuff like that. That's not the place here. We're shifting in the presence. Yeah, I feel like, especially with the German government, that's a bit too often the case. And that they don't see the long term, that I mainly just see in the short term stuff. But yeah, but not politics for now. We should stop talking about that. That is not the place here for that. It just escalated a bit in a way to me. Well, not in a way, but in the direction. Past presence. No, it's not a past present, it's a past perfect. Get it right, okay? No, I did not use a cliche truck. But not like a truck, it was more a God, how do you call it? Hold on. I don't want to update it. Let me look it up. Here, and it's something like this. Hold on. I think this one and Argo should be okay. It was similar to that, but not quite that, but it was a bit bigger. Hope I can find the picture of it. Yeah, not the small ones. It was a bigger one. Okay, I didn't. And I'm not looking for a movie here. um. And through that. Yeah, pretty much something like that. Yeah, more like this. This is what we used to move this stuff. But we had to drive twice since the car was just too small for the truck in that case. Actually, I don't know how you call them properly in English. I don't know their words. Right? For that word. Oh yeah, vans. Yeah. Yeah. And it was a short one in that case. It was a long one. It was a very short wheelbase one. Oh my god. Van. Yeah, mini. I mean, I would count minivan more as something like this. That's more a minivan for me. For me, it's that more a van in a way. A dormant van. So, and the reason why I lost here. Why does it say come? Why? Why? Come. Why? When it does it say come here? Oh my god, Blade, thanks for the raid. Welcome. Welcome. How was the stream? I commend it. How was it? Was it very nice? Yes, I got gooped. And thank you for the follow, Winter. Thank you very much. It's Lumbago stream.
Good girl.
That a game that I don't. I mean, it's probably a game that I don't know. If that's the name of the game. Was it called? I said, don't know what you mean with COTL. I'm stupid, sorry. Oh, God of the Lamb. Oh. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, no, I'm still good. Get used to it. There we were. Oh yeah, right, I can pet Jim there. I remember. Oh, please, I forgot that. I mean, it's been quite a while since I played Cut of the Lamb the last time. Yeah, I don't know when exactly I'll stream it again. Since for it to work properly, I need, at least in my understanding, I need to have quite a few more than just 3 people in here for it to work properly. And at least when I stream now, I do not know how many people are watching, since it would also just discourage me from talking and doing just my stuff. Okay, but again, thank you very much for the raid, Blade. Yeah. I don't know how. Wait, what was I saying? I forgot it already. Brain is not working. Once again. Oh yeah, I was talking about that I'm not seeing the. Oh yeah, first of all the Vandro, but that's already more or less over. I would say. But mainly the. I know if I got it again. God damn it. What? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get it again. Oh yeah, because of the viewer account. That I don't know how many people are watching, and I also don't, at least when I play, when I play God of the Lamb, I don't know how many people are watching, and I don't know if it would make sense then when I adopt a new follower, how to wait there for, I don't know, 5 minutes or longer and don't do anything, when at the end of the day it doesn't make any sense to wait, since there's not. I mean, I can't sacrifice them and getting constantly new ones, and at the end of the day always the same viewers. It's also a bit boring, I would say, and I want to avoid that if possible. That's the thing that, yeah, I just mainly want to get a few more people in here in order to play games like that really properly. It's at least my plan. And I am seeing that there are quite a few frames that are dropped for whatever reason. 5%, oh my god, that's a lot. Yeah, especially since the integration. I mean, I can obviously always play it by myself without the integration, but that wouldn't be that interesting, I would say. I mean, at least to stream cut of the NAND, it wouldn't make any sense to not use the integration with the Twitch chat. Similar to other games that more or less rely on it. Yeah, that's mainly it. And it's just way more better. So yeah. I mean, I am now planning to finally release, well, not release, to finally, I don't know what I'm saying. Got to finally release one of the VODs that I have saved now and already uploaded. To hopefully maybe get a few more people in there through that. And apart from that, I just need to make shorts from small clips. It's as simple as that. But for that I need to play games and everything, and I also still need to learn how to properly edit the clips down to make them, which hopefully shouldn't work. But I mean, as soon as I know how to do it, it shouldn't take that long to make them then. When I know which area I will do. Yeah, I know that shorts will do a lot. I mean, I personally know quite a few creators that I started to know because of these shorts. And I don't know whether they still do some, but at least currently they don't really make a lot of shorts, since they already have quite a big standard viewership. So they don't really have the need to constantly release new shorts on this daily, pretty much, to just get people in the stream, to get people to watch them. Since on Twitch itself the overall discoverability is still and will always be insanely bad. I mean, it got a bit better by having channels when you watch them that they are giving you channels that are similar to that. But it's just random in a way. You just have to get lucky, and I don't think that many people are really doing it at all. I think that most people are mainly just at least as far as I know, most people don't really try to actively find new streamers. They are, as far as I can tell, mainly just watching their current streamers that they already have, that they know, that they like to watch, and everything else. Yeah, it's more like that, I would say. So they, I mean, I don't know how it is on the mobile. I mean, I would say that you're not really the typical Twitch watcher in that sense. That you are one of the ones that are trying to find small streamers and everything in a way. At least I would expect it being the case now. Whilst most people are, like I said, just mainly going to the streamers that they know and are only getting or trying to find new ones when said streamers are not live or are not doing something that I like, I would say. But apart from that, it's... I mean, humans at the end of the day are... Yeah, that's also the case on mobile. And you can just skip from one stream to the next one. And you just have to get lucky that you are interesting enough in that split second. When you, yeah, I mean, you can change filters, yeah, that's true. For example, when I look for streamers, I always just look for VTubers. But I personally don't like watching, in that sense, normal streamers that much. Just like the overall more cartoony vibes with the VTubers and everything, the VTuber avatars. Minimum. I mean, when which way is it interesting how you found me? I'm interested. Which way was it? I mean, I am also, well, not also. Before that, I didn't watch any VTubers at all. Oh. Oh. Okay, cool. I guess I'm the... I guess I'm kinda sorry for... Oh yeah, Filian, I remember. That I mean, it was a while ago now that she just disappeared. And Sentinel just makes more streamers, yeah. I mean, that's also the case for me, that I am trying to find more streamers quite often. But there's always, at least for me personally, something that is annoying or bothers me about the stream in a way. May it just be their voice, may it just be the way that their stream layout is. Just something like that. There's always something that annoys me in a way. And at least I personally tried with my stream here to eliminate everything there, to make it, at least for me personally, as, well, not really as enjoyable as possible, but to make a stream that I personally would like to watch, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, at the end of the day, that's also, at least as far as I can tell, and as far as I know, that's the best way to to grow as a creator, by doing stuff that you like. How dare you scream at me? How dare you do that? Yeah. I mean, and I don't know if that isn't... Yes. Maybe, who knows? I mean, maybe it's a bit... But how do I say no in English? When you... Maybe it seems, when I say it now, that I have a bit big of an ego, but at least from what I am receiving from quite a few people in the past, is that at least for them, I'm quite interesting in a way, since it is often the case that I notice things and stuff like that where others just glance over it. I do not know in which way,
This is going to be such an exciting
and
day.
what exactly
I
that
hope you
means.
enjoy it.
to be quite
I think you
honest.
will.
But at least that's something that I heard from quite a few people so far in my life. And it's not like it's only family, but it's also friends of me, or at least one friend of mine that said that to me. So yeah, I don't know. I hope it's interesting enough for you. But at least since you guys are still here since at how long ago was it again when I started to stream? And it's been a while now. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. As long as you guys are still here, I know that it is at least interesting enough for you guys to watch me when I'm live. Just like now, I'm just yapping about random stuff, and you guys are still here. So. Yes, it's a safe when you're not fucked up. I mean, you don't have to watch me, but you kind of have to do it when you want to free yourself. So. I'm just realizing that I'm kind of forcing you to watch me. In a way. I'm kind of weird, I know. I didn't really even realize that myself. I just realized that I'm forcing you to watch me. Whoopsie. It happens, I guess. Yeah, you just can't escape me. You just can't escape me. Once you get to know me, you just can't free yourself from me. It's as simple as that. It's not that. Yeah. Cockroach humanity silence. Nope. I mean, one thing, for example, for when I look at small streamers or so, that annoys me is when they have at least when I have a VTubing avatar like this, and they don't really are trying to have good quality on the avatar itself. Maybe in the way the tracking works, or in the way that the overall avatar feels and looks, especially when you are using VRite avatars, when they haven't changed anything at all in the lighting. It is not a lot that they have to do, and it is surprising how big the impact of a proper lighting, even in here in for the avatars. It's very, very surprising how good it is, or how impactful it is. Since, at least for my avatar here, I'm using a bit of chromatic aberration, I think, also a bit of bloom. But that's more or less it, pretty much. And I also have removed all of the, oh, I mean, it is custom, but I did it myself. That's the thing. I mean, for most people it also is custom, but they either get get pre-made ones or made them themselves too, as I did it, but are more or less that are mainly just doing maybe well not 20%. Yeah, it was not paid. I did it myself completely. That's the thing. Since either it is a paid one or they are mainly doing half of the work that they should theoretically do to have a proper avatar. Since at least for me it is the case, probably for you guys too, that when you look, especially on a small streamer, when you first of all take a look at them, you only have a small frame of them, and you mainly have the avatar itself as a representation of the person behind the avatar. And at least for me, it's a case I like to watch at or look at a avatar that is just overall higher quality and overall smoother than one that is just static in the corner, not mindlessly, but just staring at you in a soulless way or stuff like that. At least for me, it's a case that's just boring. Well, not really boring. It's just a bad first impression. Since especially their first impressions, especially on Twitch, are insanely important. That when someone comes inside your stream, they can relatively fast know whether it is someone that they would like to watch or not. It be by the model, that are just mainly like the model itself, or something else, I don't know. Yeah, it's stuff like that, especially with small streamers. I mean, for example, I myself, not layout, but the how do I say it? With the background and everything, I haven't paid anything for that. It is a free one that you can find relatively quickly. And yet, they are not really way too many, but especially in the small creators or the small streamers, there are a lot of them that are using pre-made ones. And it is very, very obvious that they are pre-made, that they are not real. I mean, I myself am not really using any custom ones. And I hope you get what I'm trying to say. And that they also didn't really align everything properly and stuff like that. It's just annoying. At least for me, it's insanely annoying. Yeah, it is a laziness, yeah. There's a laziness, and I mean, in a way it makes sense, that especially considering their circumstances, which at the end of the day we do not know. But it is still the case that some people are, I mean, I myself am still treating it like a hobby, but since I barely get any money from this at the end of the day so far, I mean, from the whole time that I streamed now, I maybe got $5 or so. So it's nothing really. Okay, to be fair, I barely have any viewers, so makes sense in a way. But yeah, at least for now, I pretty much just have to treat it like a hobby. And at a certain point, depending on how it goes, where you, for example, have a just one singular clip or multiple small ones that are just for some reason getting millions of views suddenly, and where you suddenly have, I don't know, thousands of views or 1,000 or 1,000 views at the same time, which is just from 0 to 100, where people are there to look or to watch you because of the YouTube suggestions are a joke. That's true. To be honest, I myself am also not someone that watches any streams, for example, and that's I mean, in a way, it is funny that some old videos are suddenly trending and getting millions of views. Yes, I don't know what feels 10 years after they got uploaded. And it is at the end of the day just a small clip of a guy doing something stupid that nobody has seen before, when somebody just said something cringe or whatever. Or just a plane of flying over a house or something like that. It's just the most randomest stuff that gets recommended. And I'm still watching it because it's interesting in a way. I mean, I'm also quite guilty of doing that, so. But I mean, I actually found a video where it was a time lapse of a plane just flying over a house for some reason. And it had maybe 20 viewers. Maybe 20 views or so. Maybe in 3 years or so it will have 500,000 or so. I don't know. We'll see. That's also the thing that you just enjoying playing, yeah, something stupid like that. It just gets minutes of views for some reason. Well, and that's the thing, especially with YouTube, that you just have to upload stuff and maybe it will get semi-viral or something like that. Yeah. So it's 4 million views, oh my god. Just but drying paint. Oh my god. I mean, it's also the reason why I want to and really want to do or make the VOD channel. That way I can hopefully get a few people through that in here. Or at least that you guys have a way to download the videos or the VODs and make stuff with them. Just in a way like that. I want to make a best of or any type of that. If you or anyone in the future wants to do that. And it's also just nice to being able to look back at what you did in the way where you started and how far you've come or how far you've been able to go. At least for me, that's also very interesting to see, especially for some of the very, very big creators that are just where you can see that the first videos are not really that good, that they have, I mean, they just mainly have a good idea and just do it. It's as simple as that. They just do it, they stick to it, and after a while they just get a few viewers, a few more, and suddenly they're a big creator and can live from it. I mean, it takes a while and a lot of time, a lot of effort, everything obviously, but it can work. That's also the main reason why I was planning to make a sort of best of my streams. But at least for me, it is from the sheer time that I would need to invest from rewatching the VODs, especially since I'm, at least currently, it's a bit difficult to just bring myself to do it. To watch the whole stream back, at least for me, it is the case. And I either need a long time since the stream, like a month or so, to watch it again, since otherwise I can just remember more or less everything of the stream, what happened there, and it won't be surprising or interesting in any way for me. It will just be very, very boring for me to watch, which is the problem there. When I have to watch a 4-hour video of me just talking, yapping, playing games, and being frustrated at myself, at the past me, since I just didn't notice this one thing or so. At least that's for me the case. Since now, afterwards, when I do watch it, it is then I just know how much, well, not how much better, but how you should do something, or yeah, stuff like that. I'm in that way a sort of exeter for myself. Which might be a bit toxic, I guess, but yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you have a pulse and in some distance to it, but you can still remember it quite well or partially. And that's, at least for me, a bit difficult. So I would, in a way, to get the videos, I think at least for me, it would be the easiest and the best to just get somebody to watch the VODs back or watch them live at the end of the day, and make a video out of that, which would be the easiest for me. But at least for me, I don't want to spend that money. It's as simple as that. And I personally, at least right now, don't have the, already, like I said, don't really have the energy and don't really want to do that in a way. No matter how useful or good it would be, what it would be for the channel and overall for the growth of myself. And yeah, it's just stuff like that. Well, yeah, another thing with the overlay that I'm using, thing is that I have edited and I'm using stuff in a way that is definitely not intended in the beginning or overall. Since, for example, the white border in the screen when I play a game, the white border there is actually from a webcam that I just have pulled very big to separate the game from the rest of the stream. That way it doesn't feel like the capture of the game just doesn't randomly float in the streaming guru. I mean, to be fair, I myself overall have the faithful the dwarves. I mean, I guess I've had a tendency to look for stuff like that in a way. Since that stuff that's at least annoys me, and is stuff that I notice in a way. That's especially for me when I watch very small creators that may be on YouTube or on Twitch also when they stream. They might have a nice stream that might be interesting to watch. But at least for me, it is the case, and probably for quite a few other people's. It is, at least for me, it is the case that I really am a very, very, very big fan of a good audio quality, mainly. Also, a good stream quality or video quality, obviously. But I myself am instantly getting repelled when I am joining a stream and I'm hearing a headset microphone and stuff like that, where the mix is just insanely bad. Okay, it doesn't help that I got a bit into the audiophile direction, in the way that I have a proper, and I mean it's not really expensive, the mic that I have. You don't hear my mic directly, to be fair, since it's first processed and then you hear it, but not my original voice. Whatever, you get what I mean. But everything here is not. It is pretty much just stuff that is a bang for your buck, more or less. I mean, for my whole mic setup, I paid maybe something around 100 euros or so. The mic itself was only 20, but it has an insanely good quality for that, for being that cheap. Oh yeah, I should probably just show you guys a proper image of my setup. I think I'll make a picture after the stream and show it, relate to you guys properly. It's a bit difficult to do it though. This is saying Fallout. And it's true, you play stuff there with the caps, yeah. Yeah, I remember. I mean, I've never played Fallout before. Never played it myself so far. But I at least know that much, that you pay stuff with the bond caps. Yeah. Yeah. And as like I was saying, I just, no matter how good the content or the stuff that the people I want to use, I want to do. At least for me, it's just annoying that they don't have a at least somewhat proper audio quality. So, yeah. No, it sounds stupid and in a way kind of obsessed, but I'm just all of the time saying about quality. But at least for me personally, that's the important thing. That it's just, yeah, it's just, yeah, good. It has a good quality to it. If you get what I mean. Starting to talk trash here, help. And just for the quality. Yeah, for the quality we rise. Rise up from your seats and bow to the quality, the holy quality. The holy quality. Let's bow to it. The quality anthem, yeah. We have to bow. Yeah, it was but a good thing to clip. A very, very good thing to clip and make into a shroud. I would definitely use that, I know that. Yeah. At least me. That's also the reason why why the next thing that I really wanted to upgrade here eventually, once I have the money or I'm willing to spend the money, is to get an iPhone or something similar to to just improve the tracking that I have here by hopefully a lot. And I mean the tracking already is quite good since I'm only using a stupid what's difficult a stupid webcam, and it's not a expensive one at all. So it just has a very, very basic quality, 1080p. I think it has 60 FPS. I don't know. I think she asked already, but I can when I close my eyes fully like this. Like a blinking, for example, it's not automatic in any way. It's by re-blinking in the today, which is quite, well, not very difficult, but more demanding on the CPU and everything. And I just want a good quality on the tracking itself, that it tracks myself properly, especially when I move around like this and everything, up and down, side to side, back and forth, everything. Another thing that I also added a bit ago is the slight shadow behind my monarch. To pretty much just elevate the model from the background a bit more, since before that it was a bit too much inside of the background, if you get what I mean. That way it just pops up a bit more in a way. I mean, another thing that I want to eventually change is the cat on the bottom left. To have there hopefully eventually my own mascot, but I don't have one so far. Since right now it's just one of the 3 basic ones from not Kapperman, that's the old name. I think it's tribe.gg, where I got that from what the name was, I think. Yeah, I mean, still everything that I'm using here so far is completely free. You don't have to spend any money on ours. Yeah, that's also the thing, it's always just chilling in the corner, and it also doesn't really do a lot. It just mainly sits around, and when someone joins the stream and types for the first time within the stream, it greets them, or when other stuff is happening, like a follow or something like that. Or at least in theory it should. I haven't really looked at it at all when that happened in the past. But yeah, that's yeah, that's also one of the first other things in the stream itself that will probably change. I mean, to be fair, I'm always just changing stuff. I'm just moving stuff around back and forth to eventually get to a place, or at least hopefully get to a place where I am happy with the overall setup of everything. Like, for example, where I found a while ago the plugin for the shadow here on my model, or the captions, for example. Okay, to be fair, I had them since the beginning. But also stuff like the music on the top right, or the music bars, or the games. I can decide which one it is, or the bars on the right there. It's just at least a small thing that makes the stream a little bit more alive. And I also don't have it in a way above everything, that way it's a bit more in the background. Yeah, that's also the thing. I'm just trying stuff, messing around, looking what works, what doesn't work. And yeah, just like that. I just do it. To be fair, I also waited a long time to really start streaming and start doing stuff. I can see that the track already is a bit hanging out. A little bit, might be because of my mic, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I actually started with my model back in 2020, I think it was. Just 6 years ago now. Oh my god, that's a long time. But back then the model was insanely bad. I mean, I just started to getting to know the program that I'm using here. It also was still in beta, so it's outside properly for quite a while. And the for example, when I started streaming, but when I wanted to start streaming, the overall the amount of programs and stuff that you could use were not nearly as many as it is currently, not even close. Not even close. So I'm kinda profiting from that now, since I feel it is in a place now where I can just do it properly, and I myself am in my life in a place or situation where I can give it a shot, at least for a while, and do it at least in the beginning as a hobby, and see if something bigger develops from it or not. If it stays a hobby, will be it. It's yeah, we'll see what happens. It's as simple as that. I think we will just well, as we all like to say, fuck around and find out. It's as simple as that. Fuck around and find out what will happen. And as we all know, the more you fuck around, the more you find out. Yeah. Yes, I don't know how long I already have the overlay here on OBS already installed, but already made in the way that I'm using it currently. How the feeling after having my sentence nearly doubled? What? I mean, there are quite a few frames that are dropped. I mean, 11% is a lot right now, according to the analytics. but I think it's just that it is not and yeah, what I say wrong, and that it's mainly just because of the bitrate that it's not nearly as stable as it should theoretically and hopefully be. That way the stream is probably not on a constant 60 FPS, but just moves around a little bit. At least that's what I would expect now. It might be at 40, 48, something like that, depending on the bitrate of my sound. I mean, I will just keep it at the standard 60 FPS in the way that I give it out from my PC. Since that's theoretically the best quality that you could have. But we will see. Maybe I just need to decrease it to 50 FPS, back down from 60. I don't know. I'll mainly just try to avoid decreasing the resolution. I really want to avoid that. Since when I don't stream in 1080p, I mean 24. Yep, 24 would be cinema experience. Okay, for anime I would have to drop it to maybe 10 frames or so. It's way less, especially for the avatar. Would have to drop it quite a lot. I mean, it would be actually quite funny to not have it. Well, not really quite funny. It would also be useful for me. That way the avatar wouldn't be nearly as not difficult, that's the wrong word. And at least for my GPU, the overall usage wouldn't be nearly as high as it would be when I would drop. Yeah, demanding. Yeah, demanding, that's the word. Wouldn't be nearly as demanding for my PC. Maybe, I mean, I could try it. I mean, another thing that's also the case currently is that I'm rendering the avatar in 1080p, so I theoretically have put the avatar a quote-unquote game in the background on constantly. Always when I play other games. So it's the main reason, mainly, why some games like Elden Ring or so run smoothly for me. And stuff like the voice and everything else is just too much for my GPU then. But just way too demanding. Not the whole time. Not the whole time. I didn't have it the whole time. In the beginning, I had the avatar on 720p and they stream on the 989. Was it 889? I don't know the exact number now. On the quality, on the resolution that I used, which is at least for the beginning on 940 or something like that. Which is at least for small streamers which don't have affiliate yet, pretty much the best way to have the highest quality possible without having to sacrifice other stuff. Well, not other stuff, but and how was it? Wait, way exactly was it again? I think not because of the bitrate, I think because of the encoding it was. I think it was because of the encoding of the stream. That, I mean, at least for me, I think it is the case that when I stream, in this case in 1080p, that your assets have the ability or possibility to decrease the quality to 720p and down to, what was it, 160p, I think it was, is the minimum resolution that you could choose. That way others that don't really have a good and very stable internet connection are still able to watch me. Yeah. And in order to get that, you have to be affiliate. That's the thing. And before that, you don't have access to that, and you can only stream in the resolution. I mean, you can always stream in every resolution that you want. At least for the viewers, they are not able to switch the resolution up at all, since Twitch doesn't get anything from it. That's mainly the thing. Yeah. I mean, 106 is also not a lot. It's not a lot at all. And it's very... I mean, the only pixel count is first of all the problem. The other problem is that the encoding is insanely, well, not demanding, but destroys a lot of stuff, especially a lot of detailed stuff like in the model or any other things will look weird in a way. Especially, I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the video of Tom Scott that he once did on the overall video encoding, especially on videos and streams and stuff like that. And you can always spot artifacts of the encoding. You can always spot them. You just have to... in a way, you just have to how do I say it? To have an eye for that. Once you spot them, you cannot unsee them. And I hate it. I hate it so much that when I watch a video or a stream or something like that, there I can almost always spot some kind of artifact. Might be that a lot of colors would ideally, or at least in reality, would be slightly different kinds of color that just gets bunched up together, or they are just a big square of one singular color and a slightly other color around it and stuff like that. It's just very noticeable at a certain point, at least for me. Yeah, in very dense areas especially, but also in areas where it's not nearly as dense, you can also spot it there. Since the encoding there, at least as far as I know, sums up a lot of colors that are very similar to just save on the overall bandwidth of the stream or of the video. That's also the reason why it takes quite a long time for YouTube to process the streams that I'm doing, or at least the VODs that I'm uploading, since it just has to encode all of the stream all over again, which for a 3 or 4 hour video takes a while. It takes a while to get through that. So I mainly just have to wait, I think, about 20 minutes or so, 15 to 20 minutes for that. Yeah. Yeah, but I think I won't stream free for much longer today. Thing will end it in a bit. Also getting a bit warm here now. I hate it. Even though I opened the windows. Yeah. I mean, at least the stream seems to be running quite well, even though there are quite a few dropped frames. Oh. Yeah, I do know about the Windows calculator misalignment. I know that. I know that. I mean, I've not. I haven't seen it myself now on whilst using the calculator, but I have seen the image of the calculator being misaligned. I hate it a lot. And it's been also cool. It's been very nice to stream again and see you guys too. Get to see you guys again too. So. I mean, it's been quite a while since the last stream, 6 days. Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's why, at least for winners, you just shouldn't take a look or look too closely. It's never bugging when I show up. It's never doing it. Never. Yeah. I mean, like I said in the beginning, I don't know how the rhythm will now be in the future. I am at least expecting it to be a bit earlier than so far. Okay, it wasn't today, to be fair. But I am expecting it to be a bit earlier, maybe an hour or so. I don't know. I mean, you can't watch me when you guys are asleep, so. And you can't go on the stream, so. And it's also a time when I myself will stream, so that's also the case. Yeah, this is the thing. I also only just stream when I feel like I have the energy and the ability to do that properly. Since when I don't really feel like doing it, it doesn't make any sense to do it. It just doesn't. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm not planning to stream for that long, at least for that late over time, since that's oh my god, almost well, not almost, but on the way towards midnight now. And yeah, and I don't want to stream too late just simply because of my family, since they are okay. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. will not be something that will happen. I myself am just way too much of a fan to sleep long. I mean, on most days I maybe wake up at 9 a.m. and leave the bed at maybe 10 or something like that. I mean, I've been live in almost all streams so far, I've been live at around midnight. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this one of the hit streams that I streamed for. How long was it? I think the longest one that I did so far was 7 hours or so, with barely any break between it. I didn't make it easier to escape, yeah. Yeah, almost 8 hours. That's at least for so far from the experience that I have so far from streaming. I can do it properly for about 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours until I need a quite longer break. That was in the beginning Hollow Knight and afterwards Minecraft. That was the case. That were the games that I played there. Remember? Another thing with the model, with to make it feel good instead of saying to look at least for me, it just, I mean, for example, when I move around, the hair it shouldn't just be very static. It should just move around in a satisfying way, and especially with the ears and the tails, it helps insanely lot. I feel like most people underestimate how important, at least for me, it is to have the avatar make us feel alive. Like, for example, when I blink that the eyes move a bit around, or when I look to the side that they look there, or when I have different expressions that, for example, the tail moves faster or slower, or the ears move into a different position, stuff like that. It's a fairly small-ish detail that helps a lot by just making the avatar feel more alive. And also I have the feeling that some people are just have it a little bit too smoothly in a way. You get what I mean? That's, you just have to find a good balance, like with everything at the end of the day. But I think I'll end it here for the day. Yeah, when it's too smooth, it just feels more like jelly. Especially when it's hair or stuff like that. It needs to have a certain rigidity to it. Otherwise, it just feels too, just too jelly-like. Unless it is supposed to be like jelly, which I think it's rarely the case. Yeah, when it bounces too much and everything. Yeah. And I think I was able to have a good mix here. I mean, yes, may profit from being a little less bouncy. But not bouncy, but a little bit more rigid in the way that they are a bit more damped when I move around, that I stop a bit faster. But it's not really a lot. That would mix maybe a little bit, but it's not nearly as annoying for me that I feel pressure to change it. I mean that side? Or what do you mean? Oh, you mean that side to side? No, I don't want it. No. I mean, that was also the... That's also the idea with the Elytra, to just have a cute one that you also just want to take a look at. Here, that. Yeah, that was the plan with the avatar. Anyway, I should stop yapping on random stuff now. Please stop now, since it's once again a bit hot in my room here. And I mainly just wanted, at least today, mainly just wanted to test stuff out. Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised that I was able to yap for 2 hours now. And without even a big pause within it. Since at least I personally would say that unless I have a good topic to talk about, I do not know what I should say. I do not know anything that I could say. Yeah. I mean, it's a first for me to just sit here and just yap, just talk. Since, yeah, usually I'm the person that's just very quiet and in the corner. and it's not really participating in any conversation, really. Yeah, that's the case. We just talked about nothing and everything, yeah. I mean, in a way, it's a little bit like a podcast, I would say. I'm just here yapping about random stuff. Yeah. And for me, when I speak with people, it is the case that I mean, I can talk for hours with people that I click with, or yeah, just for a very, very long time. I can speak with them for, I don't know, well, 4 or more hours. Whilst when there is a very big conversation in a big group, like 4 or more people, at least for me, it is just for me insanely difficult to add anything to the conversation. I mainly just then one of the, well, not mainly just, and just then when that's the case, one of the people that's just listening to the conversation overall without really participating in it myself. And I think this right here helps me in a way, since I can just control in a way how much I can say, and I have the space to just talk, even though I don't really have any idea about what exactly I should talk. But yeah. I mean, it's still mind-blowing for me that I've just talked for the last 2 hours now. Ah, that's so weird. At least for me, it's so insanely weird to do that. Yeah, another thing that we could try now, actually very interested in trying that, is to rate someone, since I've not did that before, and so far. I mean, I expected 30 minutes to be too much. I expected that being the case. But yet we are here. We are still here, so yeah. The problem now is only that I do not know who I should I should rate. Since I don't have any streamer. I mean, I have a few streamers that I watched in the past so far, but I do not know them in any way, since most of the time I'm just a yapper. I mean, I never did, and I never really was. I mean, interested is the wrong word. Yeah. Oh wait, and before I forget it, I think within Twitch there was for streamers a sort of tool that you could use to rate well, not really rate, but get a suggestion from Twitch itself. Even let me try to find it. Stream together? No? Like, well, yeah, here I can see it. Can I? Okay, I'm not the category tag. It's actually quite interesting to see it now. Since I myself haven't really took a proper look at the overall look here. Yeah, I think I found someone that I also watched a little bit. It's a VR chat streamer. And but the thing is, most of the streamers that at some point I will do collabs, but at least right now, at least for me, it's difficult to get to know people properly and make it I'm just awkward with new people. It's as simple as that. It just needs a long time to properly, for me, at least get to know the other person and get to be just way more comfortable with talking to them. It just takes time, and it is something that I myself am working with, since I'm, at least I would say, socially quite awkward in a way. And I feel like that not most times, but relatively often, people just sort of instinctively know what they want to talk about. But I myself just don't know what I would say. I mean, I know it sounds stupid, but it is difficult for me to just say thank you to people. So people that I especially, when I don't know them, yes, but in a way it is still difficult. It is still difficult for me. I do not know why. Excuse me. Yeah. Especially for new people, I feel like it just has to click for me more or less instantly to properly being able to just talk to them and do stuff properly. I don't know. Yeah. But with that, I'll be honest, with like more or less always, time will tell. Time will tell. I won't tell. I just do it and we will see how how it will get in the future. What will why not really move. Whatever, you know what I mean. So yeah. When I lost the streamer that I was thinking about on writing God damn it. Yeah, same. Always difficult to get to make new contacts in any way. Talking to people is hard, okay? It's difficult. It's not easy in any way. At least for me. I'm just saying that the end is live since 4 minutes. And I mainly just have bigger streamers that I'm following. At least that I personally know. You mean not people, yeah. That's exactly the case. That's exactly the thing. And quite a few other streamers that I also watch are either German or are mainly either I would say too big or yeah, that's also the thing. I mean, some streamers are how do I say it? Are trying to help small streamers by rating them or yeah, just showing them on their channel pretty much for a short time, and to get them at least a little bit more of viewers and possible viewers in a way. Yeah. That's very much it. But like always, especially when you're small like me and you're just starting out, it's just really, really, really difficult to grow up, at least on Twitch itself. Like I said in the past before, you should really stop yapping. I should really do that now. Exactly. Especially since I'm not really saying anything useful in a way. Just yapping. Just yapping random stuff that comes to my mind. Oh yeah, another problem with big streamers is that they, for example, when they get rated by small streamers or so, I mean, in a way, yes, I'm mainly just enjoying myself. Oh shit, I mean, that's another thing. Hey, welcome in. I actually wanted to stop the stream for a while now, but it's a bit too much fun to just sit here and continue to yap. But I don't know what I'm yapping constantly. I just do it without thinking really about it. Yeah, Cora, just like you said, the main reason why I am streaming is to give people like you or others a place to come to and relax. To, I mean, yeah, true. It is a skill by itself to yap. That is true. And I do not. I mean, in a way, you can drain it, but some people are just instinctively better than others. I think it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that some people are just, at least for some people, it is just way easier to yap about stuff. And for others, it's just way more difficult to that. It just depends on the person. I mean, for myself, when I started streaming in the beginning, I also barely talked, I would say. Let's say that I didn't really talk that much at all. And I just over time got more and more comfortable and more I say it and just got more and more used to just talking without really thinking too much about it, since most of the stuff that I just yep is just stuff that comes to my mind. I just speak the stuff out loud that I think. That's pretty much it. That's all that I'm doing. All this stuff that I'm usually thinking and I'm not saying in any way, I'm just using my mouth to give it out in a way. Don't know what to yap about. I mean, same, but I'm somehow able to do it. I mean, it's been over 2 hours now. Time flies. I mean, it also give yourself mouth to eat. I mean, I myself do that too, yeah. I mean, when you only have one singular viewer that it's only lurking, I also don't think I would be able to just yap for the whole time. At least for me, it would be insanely boring after a while to just sit here and to just yap about anything and do anything, yeah. Yeah, I mean, by myself started at 0 too, so everyone starts at the same place essentially. But yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, it would be for myself just insanely hard to just talk to myself when nobody would be replying in any way or watch me. That's also the reason why I mainly just started, at least in the beginning, mainly just played games, notes that people would find me because I'm playing a certain game. Like, for example, Overwatch or Hollow Knight or something like that. That they are originally only coming to the stream because of the game that I'm playing, and then discover and then more or less get to know me as a creator, as a streamer a little bit better, and that have the tendency or that they want to come back and watch me while I'm playing the game, or also playing a different game or stuff like that. And since as long as I have 0 viewers, especially in the beginning, it just feels like you're just talking to yourself and against the wall. You don't get any reply, you don't get anything. You just get nothing. You just sit there and into the void. You just sit there and question yourself what the hell you are doing with your life. At least that would be for me the case and was for me the case in the beginning. So I'm insanely grateful you guys to be here in every single stream. I mean, yeah, my schedule too is very inconsistent, to be fair. But yeah. I mean, at least for the beginning, I would say you should mainly concentrate on on one single or maybe on a very small pool of games like I'm doing right now. To have that the people are there for the game itself and have enough time to get to know you good enough, in the hopes that you are interesting enough for them to watch you and to come around again. That's pretty much it, I would say. So, I mean, everyone is in a way planning. I think that's also a big mistake that a lot of people are doing in the beginning. That's right, that they want to instantly become a variety streamer. To stream 20 different games on each day, a different game, pretty much. Which isn't. I mean, as soon as you are fairly big and have 100 viewers or so, or more, you can do that. But the people know you, the people are there to watch you. But as long as you are as small as I am, or even smaller, that's just not a good idea at all. That's not a good idea at all. And even when not really a lot of people are watching you, or only have 1 viewer or so, or 0 viewers, and it's still good to stream, to just get used to it, to get used to streaming, to just commentating, to just announce all of your thoughts in your head, in a way. Not just sit there silently and laying on the screen while it's playing a game. And that's not really interesting unless it is something like a speech run or stuff like that. I mean, all of the stuff that I'm saying here are things that are easily found on YouTube by a lot of creators that are doing stuff like that. It is quite easily found. You just have to sit down and watch a few of the videos, but it's not really that many. And at least for me, it was the case that as soon as I streamed for a little bit, I understood the stuff that I said in a different way. That makes sense. Since as soon as you start doing it, you just know yourself more, what exactly they are meaning and are trying to say. It's actually quite simple. You just have to do it. You just have to sit down and stream. You just have to do it. It's as simple as that. at least from my experience so far. Since in the beginning, at least for me, I just overthink everything. I mean, it doesn't have that I overall have the old tendency to overthink everything. Free trier. That have the tendency to overthink everything, especially big stuff like here, the stream. And that way I can... Wait, what am I saying? I'm stupid. Yeah. You just, like I said, you just have to sit down and do it. And crawl from there and continue from there. Just sit down, start streaming, maybe for an hour or so. It doesn't have to be long at all. It doesn't have to be long at all. And afterwards you just sit down and watch it. Maybe after a day or so, you just sit down and watch it how yeah. I crashed my senses. Yeah. You just have to sit down afterwards and watch it and see what you could improve in the oral stream to make it, at least for yourself, more interesting to watch. At least, I would say, as long as you do stuff or play games that you personally like, it is also way more interesting for others to watch you do that, instead of when you go out of your way and try to play the next big game just because it's trending, even though you yourself don't like to play it at all, or it's just a game genre that you don't like. So that itself wouldn't be a good idea at all to do that. It's always smarter to just do stuff that you yourself would like to watch and would like to do. Yeah, I mean, that's always been the way for me. Yeah, that's also the case that it will be just filled with big streamers. That's also the case. But at least for me, it is the case that I never... I haven't really followed the quote-unquote mainstream in any way so far. I'm always instinctively doing not the thing that's mainstream. I mean, I know that it sounds a bit like, hey, look at me, I'm important. I know that I'm I'm different. I'm not like the others, okay? You get it? I'm not like the others. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. I never really followed any big trends. Also, okay, maybe when I was younger. And wholesome? What? Honey? I'm confused. Okay. Yes, the trend is and I'm wholesome. I'm very, very wholesome. Welcome in. Welcome in, you viewers. Promise I'm absolutely wholesome. Don't worry about that. Yes, you heard that, honey. Yes, you did. You absolutely heard that correctly. I just didn't know what else I should say there. I mean, for me... Oh, you aren't hallucinating. I mean, for me, it is, in a way, also quite satisfying to just sit down like this and just yap. You know, don't know what exactly I'm yapping about. Whilst I'm listening to a bit of music in the background and just talking to you guys. It's a lot of fun, but a lot of fun, surprisingly. At least for me. And it seems like it is for you guys too, so. Oh god, it's already midnight. Time flies. 2.5 hours now. Yeah, relaxing is the way. I mean, I myself don't like to watch any streamers or some that are just screaming on the top of their lungs or doing stuff like that. It's just, no. I mean, it's a weird thing in a way, yeah. In the way that I said that you guys are fun, but also in the way that I'm sitting here not really doing anything and talking for the last 2.5 hours. Even though I never expected that I would just sit down and talk without having another person that would instantly reply to me speaking. Me speaking or talking about something. It's, yeah, it's as simple as that. Oh. I'm still so happy with the plays that I was able to put together for the stream. I mean, it took a while to get it, but not that long, to be honest. And I'm also just constantly adding stuff and removing stuff. And he hopes to eventually have a big catalog of background music that I can just turn on and play it without getting in any way striked. I mean, I myself also never considered being fun or interesting enough for others to watch me, or entertaining in a way. But since you guys are still here for quite a while, I guess that's not the case. I guess I was wrong in a way. I mean, I myself can be a bit toxic, so maybe not quite as toxic as a lot of other people are. But I would say that I mainly just keep the toxicity to myself. That's mainly the thing. Just keep it to myself. At least most of the time that's the case, I hope. God damn it, 2.5 hours. It's weird to just yap. Especially since I'm still able to somehow find topics to talk about, even though I only have Spotify on my at one of my screens and on the other one I only have OBS. I don't have anything else really open in the background. Like, I'm not playing a game, I'm not doing anything else. I'm just sitting here with these two things open and yapping. I do not know how I'm able to do that. Ah, goddammit, why did the captions die? Just leave Spotify at home for us. Don't. Goddammit, now I don't remember how exactly the meme goes. I think it's in a way, Mom, can we have Spotify at home? No, we have Spotify at home. Picture of me. I think that would be a fitting meme for that, for example. I mean, in a way, that was also a bit the idea. So, through having a prominent music very prominently in my stream, next to obviously the game audio and stuff, to in that way make it just way more cozy for you guys to be here. Not just have one type of music, like only piano music or so. So that way have a very relaxing mix of music. I never scare anyone. I mean, the music that I'm playing here on the stream is quite far away from my personal music taste. And that's also the case, since most of the time I mainly listen to, for example, which types of music was it again? And I mean, it's a mix between quite a few things. It's a mix between house music, it's techno, also quite a lot of video game soundtracks, metal also quite a lot. I also have sometimes what was the name of the genre again? The one that is mainly used in Mario Kart, for example. Oh yeah, now I remember. No, Jazz Fusion. Jazz Fusion is the name of the genre, which is also something that I hear from time to time, or listen to from time to time, or yeah, other stuff. It just depends. I mean, I myself have privately a different place from the stream place that I'm using here. That is not instantly where I said that is intentionally made, or at least filled with a lot of songs, like a lot of songs. It has almost 4,000 songs in it. Not songs. I mean, mine is in a way also quite random. I mean, I have a little bit of rap, but it's barely anything. It's mainly just from one singer, from one singer artist. But for example, the playlist that I have here is from the total playtime 183 hours and 41 minutes to listen to every single song one time. And that's the idea behind it, to have a playlist that I can just throw on, that I can just play, and I don't have music that is repeating itself over and over and over and over again, where I know the songs after hearing the playlist maybe 4 times, where I know every single song, which, at least for me, is something that I want to avoid. And I can funnily enough, one of these songs that I have in the playlist here, I don't know if I can find it now quickly, is actually Dreamlight? What? In it? At least according to the analytics, for me, it's completely fine. Wait, what? Maybe for you. Maybe just need to reload the tab in order to do it. Oh, Steam. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I mean Steam in the way that the servers are down. Yes, sir, it's Stream instead of Steam. I'm stupid. I'm just stupid.
Good girl.
Oh yeah, Steam is indeed down. At least I can still use my library. That's the important part. That's by far the important part. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I wanted to find the elevator song. Oh, here is the game. I just need to find the song for it. Where is it? I think that was it. Yeah, that's the song. It's Elevator. The song is actually from a game, a very small game that I have. That's called Death in Texas. I might actually play that on stream eventually. At least right now not. But eventually I will. Have not really. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. It's not really a long or big game in a way. But it is fun. Okay, I should also say that I haven't really played it that much at all. And why can't I find it here? Oh, there it is. That's at Texas. Okay, I only have 4 hours of playtime in it. A little bit. It's at least from what I remember. I mean, I last played it in November and 22, so it's been quite a while. But as far as I can remember, the game was like you were pretty much just yeah, 4 years is quite a while now. I mean, it was pretty much the case. Well, not the case, but the idea behind the game is that you are getting cases of people who died, and you just have to decide, depending on the current rules on the day and or all the rules that are there, to decide what will happen to them. I think that's the way the game work, if I remember correctly. To get a file about one person that you with a small picture, and you have, for example, the rule for the day. Yeah. That's pretty much it. It's similar to Papers, Please, but for the afterlife. Yeah, the stream probably started to, at least according to the analytics, to start buffering now. I feel like it. I mean, the bitrate is tanking quite a bit. And why the hell am I downloading something? Okay, what's happening? Why the hell is Steam downloading something? Oh, because of Overwatch, because of the update. Oh, okay, I'll do that later. Okay, it jumped a bit. But I hope it will still run properly for you guys and smoothly. I mean, maybe. I think it just jumped because Steam decided to start downloading the update in Overwatch. I think that's the reason. It have to. Yeah. I mean, unintentionally. Unintentionally did it. I mean, yeah, the character does look interesting. The big problem is I don't like playing. I don't like playing DPS that much at all. So it's not really that interesting for me. Why the hell is the download jumping up again? What the hell? I'm very much confused. Why is Ray suddenly downloading so much? Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing. Hmm? Microsoft Edge web view. Why the hell is that open in the background? I don't want something like that at all in the background. God, I hate Windows so much. I hate it so much. I mean, I want to switch to Linux eventually. But I don't know when exactly I'll do that. But I would say right now that I would probably do a boot. I'll use Windows when I stream. That's why I'm just able to play every single game. And every single game smoothly without having to troubleshoot the game, especially with OBS and the what is that? And the not tracking with the where it's difficult. And yeah, that's also the reason with the NVIDIA drivers, since I'm currently still having a NVIDIA GPU myself. And I mean, when I will eventually upgrade my GPU, I will definitely go to AMD. Will definitely do that. But I will still wait a bit longer to switch eventually. Maybe in a year, maybe not, maybe earlier. I don't know. I mean, as long as I'm not nearly as limited by my GPU, I will just keep it. And as long as it is working, I will keep using it. I mean, I'm also planning to eventually build myself my own small server to just have a place to store all of my data and everything. Since at least right now, I'm mainly just storing everything on my HDD that I have. That is, at this point, oh my god, how old is it? Like 7 years old? Yeah, apart from the fact that storage currently is insanely expensive. Yeah. I mean, for me, I have Windows on a small 200 something gigabyte SATA SSD. Yeah, for me, it's pretty much the same. 1 terabyte NO2, 1 terabyte HDD, and a small of the small SSD. And I'm exactly the same with the with the storage that I have here. There's 1 terabyte SSD for all the games, the HDD for all of the other stuff, all of the other random stuff to throw on it. And obviously the... Okay, you're just a clone. And on the SSD, just the overall OS of the thing. You only have 1 terabyte SSD? Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, it is sometimes really surprising how small the world is, in a way. How similar a lot of people are. And how they're somehow able to meet each other. And are somehow, in a way, able to yeah, that's the thing. Similarities are more or less attract other people or other than just other people that are also similar to that. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Even one thing, just by being a bit different, may just be the music taste, or maybe something else. I don't know. Or the love of anime, or a certain series, or whatever. Whatever it is, I do not know. Oh my god, it's almost, or even tea, or that. Who knows? It's been already almost 3 hours. Oh my god. It's also just so difficult to stop yapping at a certain point once you know, until you're just used to do it. I think my very good friend was good. The very good tea. I mean, it wasn't a joke. I just expected that would be the case for me. That I wouldn't be able to just sit here and talk for that long of a time. Just expected that it will be already difficult for me to only talk for half an hour or so. But yeah, I guess I'm somehow able to do it. Maybe it's just that. Maybe you just missed me for almost a week when I was gone. Or maybe I just missed you. I don't know. Well, not almost a week. I was pretty much exactly a week gone. Well, almost. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I think I'll seriously end it all for now. For today. I don't know what exactly I'll stream tomorrow. And when I stream, like always, I'll just keep you updated in the Discord. If anyone is still watching, feel free to join it. It's currently still a bit dead. It can be a bit more live than it currently is. Yeah, that's also the case. I expected a quick, maybe at maximum 2 hour stream with maybe 30 minutes of talking and then rest just Minecraft or stuff like that. Yeah. Somehow I was able to. Yeah, maybe I'll just continue to be a just chilling streamer. I don't know. And the problem with mainly being just chilling, it's just so much more difficult to get to know others. Yeah. Okay, I think I will now actually try the what is it? Try to rate others or another streamer. Maybe. Oh yeah, I think I'll switch you to Fig. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. He's also a streamer that has the tendency to yap a lot. So you guys can just continue to hear someone else yapping about random stuff. Yeah. And start the raid. I know if yeah. I mean 2 viewers, 3 viewers are not that many, but hey. But thanks for watching me, all of you. And I hope I'll see you in the next time. Which will be probably tomorrow. And like I said, don't forget to join the Discord to stay updated. Yeah. No, I once again pressed the wrong one. God damn it. Anyway, goodbye.